Today on People Now, no more swimsuits in the Miss America competition. We'll tell you about the organization's new announcement.
Jada Pinkett Smith reveals why she was devastated by son Jaden.
Do you think you'll ever outgrow your love of Harry Potter?
No, I don't. I just love it so much.
Shawn Mendes is a bigger Harry Potter fan than you, and he is proving it with James Corden.
Kim K jokingly shocked to win a fashion award since she says she's naked most of the time. We're also kind of shocked, to be honest.
We are. And younger stars Sutton Foster and Peter Herman give us all the scoop on the new season.
Plus, Kayla Quinn and Corinne Olympios are here breaking down all the shenanigans from last night's episode of The Bachelorette.
It's all live today on People Now. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to People Now. The stars, guys, they were out
Yes,
in full force on Monday night for the Council of Fashion Designers of America Awards. It was a night buzzing with some seriously stylish celebs.
A lot of style going down. So in honor of the 2018 CFDA Awards, we want to know who your celebrity fashion icon is.
Yeah, I'm giving this a lot of thought, and I don't yet have an answer. So it's coming up.
By the end of the show, you will.
By the end of the show, I will.
In you, Jeremy.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking for yours. Let us know at People, #PeopleNow. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. Watch this.
I'm kind of shocked that I'm winning a fashion award when I'm naked most of the time, but this is seriously such an honor.
There you go. Kim Kardashian West poking a little fun at herself during her acceptance speech at Monday night's CFDA Awards. Kardashian West earned the CFDA's very first Influencer Award this year for her ability to influence fashion awareness and sales. Now, before the ceremony, she hit the red carpet at the Brooklyn Museum in New York City with an athleisure-inspired crop top and a matching maxi skirt. Now, in her speech, Kardashian West added that she was so humbled and excited to be receiving the award and credited her husband Kanye West for overhauling her style, calling him her, quote, best stylist. Another family member influencing Kim these days? Well, none other than her little sis, Khloe Kardashian. Khloe has only been a mom for a few months, but apparently they're already swapping mommy advice. Kim tells People that the two share everything from toy recommendations to formula tips, even the bottles they prefer to use the most. She reveals Khloe even borrowed some of her maternity clothes to wear while she was pregnant with her daughter, True, who was born, of course, on April 12th. And stick around, guys. We've got you covered with a recap of all the best fashion moments from Monday night's CFDA Awards. That's coming up in just a little bit. But first, watch this.
So we are no longer a pageant, we are a competition. We will no longer judge our candidates on their outward physical appearance. That's huge.
That's huge.
And that means that we will no longer have a swimsuit competition, and that is official as of September 9th when we have our competition in Atlantic City.
That is right. Miss America is saying bye-bye to bikinis. Gretchen Carlson, who won Miss America in 1989 and now serves as the chair of its board of trustees, appeared on Good Morning America on Tuesday to announce major changes to the organization, including plans to scrap the swimsuit portion and, quote, revamp the evening gown portion. Now, going forward, contestants will be asked to use their clothes to express their personal style instead. Carlson explained that she hopes the updates will inspire more women, especially those who previously thought the competition wasn't for them. She goes on to say, quote, who doesn't want to be empowered, learn leadership skills, pay for college, and be able to show the world who you are as a person from the inside of your soul? That's what we're judging them on. And that's her quote. And it looks like the current Miss America, Cara Mund of North Dakota, is on board with all the changes. She shared a graphic of a bathing suit disappearing on her official Twitter page with the caption, we're changing out of our swimsuits and into a whole new era. There you go. Now onto this. Jada Pinkett Smith is revealing she was, quote, devastated when her son Jaden asked to be legally emancipated at the age of 15. On the latest episode of her show Red Table Talk, Pinkett Smith appeared with Jaden, her daughter Willow, and her mom by her side, calling the day Jaden asked to legally split from his parents, quote, one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life. But while it was traumatic for her, Pinkett Smith also says that she actually understands why her son wanted to separate himself. She says on the show, quote, being in this lifestyle, in this world is a bubble, and he wanted out. I knew the sooner I let him go, the faster he was going to come back. She goes on to add, quote, as devastated as I was like, he's right. The time is now. He's 15. It's time for him to leave the house. Now, luckily, Jaden didn't end up going through with the legal emancipation. He's now 19 years old, and mom and son seem to be closer than ever. Glad to hear they're doing well. And all right, we watch this now. Take a look.
Do you think you'll ever outgrow your love of Harry Potter?
No, I don't. I just love it so much. It's what keeps me young, I feel like.
Now we have one more reason to love Shawn Mendes. Turns out he is a Potterhead. Mendez revealed his passion for the Harry Potter franchise on the latest edition of James Corden's Carpool Karaoke, hilariously getting more and more into character and ending up dressed as Dumbledore himself by the end of it all, while trying to claim that he's not, quote, crazy obsessed with it. We're not buying it, Sean. In the clip, the 19-year-old puts himself at a 9.5 on a 10-point scale of ultimate HP fandom. He admits that he got super starstruck when he met Emma Watson, who played, of course, Hermione Granger in the movies. He even has a book at home in which he wrote down all the spells. And if that is not a wild super fan, I don't know what is. Like, wrote them all down?
I think it's adorable. And also with those little glasses, he looks so cute.
That was a really funny segment. Great the way they did that. All right, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with the queen of the runways, Naomi Campbell. Watch this.
I'm open to everyone, and if they ever need advice from me or if they want me to help them walk, I'm always there to do so if I can. I love the young new generation, and it's really fun to get to do shows with them and get to know them.
Supermodel Naomi Campbell is showing all the model newbies how it's done. Campbell dazzled in a red fringe Calvin Klein dress on Monday night at the CFDA Awards, where she fittingly accepted the 2018 Fashion Icon Award. And I swear, this woman has never aged, ever. But she wasn't the only icon walking the carpet. Kim Kardashian West, of course, scored her Fashion Influencer Award while flaunting her toned stomach in a custom Rick Owens two-piece featuring a crop top and maxi skirt, plus out-of-this-world gold cuffs and a textured high ponytail. She looks really hot there. Sister Courtney was there to support Kim, rocking the trend of the night, a pantsuit. The oldest Kardashian wore a black, sparkly Christian Siriano suit with a plunging neckline and layered a ton of necklaces. The Kardashian was in good company with her style choice, with Amber Heard, Busy Phillips, Erica Jane, Diane Lane, and so many other stars taking on the pantsuit challenge. And I would say succeeding. I think the look looks great. But Jenner Kendall did her own thing in a show-stopping feathered lilac dress with matching pumps and the perfect updo. Woo, very cute, little leg pop. Gigi Hadid went bold with prints on prints in vibrant Versace. And it's a little hard to tell, but she threw on some red Stuart Weitzman pumps with a matching red lip. And also Gigi can pull off anything she wears. Lastly, supermodel friend Kaya Gerber went a little more cash with Alexander Wang by her side, wearing a pair of the designer's boxers, a high-low button shirt, and bedazzled tights. Very cool, they look amazing. All right, moving on to this. Ariana Grande ditched her signature ponytail and cat eye for the cover of Vogue UK. The shoot features the singer with her hair down and a natural, barely there makeup look. Look at those freckles. Of course, we aren't the only ones who think that Grande looks amazing. Her new boyfriend, Pete Davidson, showed some love in Grande's Instagram comments saying, hi, I'm the luckiest contest winner ever, to which Grande replied, nah, I am. And the two lovebirds aren't the only ones lighting up the comment section on the pics. Zendaya showed some love with a few heart eye emojis. Bella Hadid commented, OMG hi, and Katy Perry wrote, OMG, I've never seen you like this, followed with an all caps love. Also, a lot of people are going with the OMG. In the interview with the magazine, Grande got very candid about her battle with anxiety, saying, quote, I think a lot of people have anxiety, especially right now. My anxiety has anxiety. I've always had anxiety. I've never really spoken about it because I thought everyone had it, but when I got home from tour, it was the most severe I think it's ever been. Love that she's being so open about that. For the full feature on the pop star, check out the July issue of British Vogue. Chrissy Teigen is all for keeping it real. The cookbook author and supermodel has never been afraid to reveal the less glamorous side of motherhood, and that's especially true now that she's a busy mom of two. Chrissy shared this hilarious photo with her babies on Monday, writing, quote, guess we're really doing this kid thing. Yeah, I would say so, Chrissy. But even though Mommyland has kept her on her toes, Chrissy is as busy as ever. The star's been working on a sequel to her best-selling cookbook Cravings and recently partnered with the popular meal kit service Blue Apron. Meanwhile, hubby John Legend returned to the stage just days after son Miles' birth, dropping his new single A Good Night and performing at the Billboard Music Awards. All in a day's work, I suppose. And even though Luna is loving life as a big sis, John says her younger bro is also competition, explaining Luna's used to having us to herself. So in some ways it's good because she's stepping her game up, she's being more loving, she's singing louder and dancing harder, she's making sure we don't stop paying attention to her. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible with a face like hers. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Sutton Foster is dishing on just how awkward it was to kiss her ex-husband on the new season of Younger, plus tears, love triangles, naked male models. It can only mean one thing. Our weekly Bachelorette recap. That's coming up in just a few. Stick around.
Yeah, naked male model. Stick around for that. That'll keep you here. All right, let's check in another question of the day. In honor of the CFDA Awards, we've been asking you who your favorite fashion icon is.
All right, Allie says, I mean, J-Lo always looks fire.
She does. Lauren adds, it's Princess Diana and Audrey Hepburn for me. You can't beat the classics.
On the guy's side, I've said this before, I think Ryan Reynolds is like,
okay,
that's
yeah,
a great, like,
that.
he's always on point.
Yeah.
Casual, dressed up, everything.
Fly.
Looking fly. All right, keep the comments and tweets coming in, your fashion icons. I'm flustered, thinking about his loose tie. He does the loose tie like nobody else. Anyway, let's move on to this.
Yeah, we are still talking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's fairy tale wedding. I mean, how could we stop?
When will we? We won't, because we loved it. And even though we just watched along on TV, Meghan's former Suits co-stars Gabriel Macht and Sarah Rafferty, of course, were among the 600 lucky guests to be in attendance inside St. George's Chapel in Windsor.
Yeah, lucky them. And now they're opening up about their favorite royal wedding moments.
Yeah, Rafferty, who plays Donna Paulson on Suits, you may know. She got all dressed up for the occasion. She recalls her favorite moment, which was when Meghan walked down the aisle. Mine too.
Yeah, she says, quote, seeing Meghan walk in on her own in that moment before she met up with Prince Charles to walk the rest of the way, that was amazing.
It was a beautiful moment, and as we remember, Meghan walked down and met with Prince Charles, who walked her the rest of the way, and since that was, of course, since Thomas Markle had to miss due to those health complications.
Yeah, and Macht, on the other hand, says his favorite wedding moment was the lunchtime reception after, where none other than Elton John played for the new royals.
No big deal at all. Kensington Palace confirming that the 8-time Grammy winner performed at the gathering hosted by Queen Elizabeth at St. George's Hall at Windsor Castle.
Yeah, Macht says, quote, it was surprising to see Elton John play I'm Still Standing. He's still standing. He was incredible, and that was an incredible moment.
A guest also told people that Elton John sang his 1971 hit Tiny Dancer at the reception as well. You gonna sing it? Hold me closer. That must have been such an amazing moment, though. Happy they were able to attend and at least tell us about it a little bit.
It's beautiful.
Watch this.
Is it your 1-year anniversary?
This is the
yes,
officially for the law.
Yes, wedding anniversary.
It's such a weird thing being a gay couple. Well, at my age, because you couldn't get married, and so now we've been. This is our 16th year together, but it's our first. We're back to paper, is it?
Yeah.
Is that what the gift is?
I think paper is the first year.
That's bull.
I know.
There you go. Jim Parsons on Ellen talking about how weird his first wedding anniversary is as a gay man of his age.
Yeah, Jim and hubby Todd Spiewak officially tied the knot in May of last year. So it turns out Jim and Todd have 2 dogs and can't have cats because of allergies.
Yeah, but I have a couple of cats. I don't know if you've heard me talk about it. Jim really got my attention with this, and it took the audience by surprise just a little with his comments about wanting a cat and why he wants one. Watch.
We're both allergic. I have said for years I would love to have one cat in the house to sit on things and look down at the dogs. Like, I think that would crack me up. I just can't handle it with that. But I would love to have that judgmental pussy in the house, you know?
Well, I'm going to leave that alone.
Younger stars Sutton Foster and Peter Herman have lots to celebrate these days.
Yeah, season 5 of their hit show premieres tonight, and the series was already picked up for season 6.
And let's not forget, they're both super proud parents. Peter shares 3 kids, 2 of whom are adopted with wife Mariska Hargitay, while Sutton recently adopted her own little girl, Emily, just last year.
Yeah, the Tony winner says Peter played a huge role in helping her grow her family. Here's what she told us.
He is a huge reason why we found our daughter. I'm gonna start crying when I think about it. I can't, I'm like, now I can't look at you, but you know, I met my husband later in life, and you know, there are many ways to have a family, and when we started approaching the road towards adoption, he's the guy we talked to, and so we used the same, we went down, basically followed in your footsteps.
So what's your number one sort of go-to piece of advice for people who want to go down that road?
Go, simply that. And I think that I think parenthood in general is not for the faint of heart. It's something to go into with a lot of thought and with a lot of courage and a lot of joy, and parenthood in whatever form, whether biological or adopted kids. It is an exquisite journey to bring a person, a young person, into your life, and I just can't say enough good about it.
So sweet, and now that Sutton is a new mom, life has certainly changed.
Yeah, it turns out New York City has a lot more bouncy houses and parks than ever before.
My life is sort of renewed. I notice every park. I notice I notice things I've never noticed before in the city. I now see every children's store, every park, every festival, every like.
Elevator.
I was like, there's a bouncy house.
Yeah, right.
When do we get to the bouncy houses? Like, so excited. I just sort of feel feelings I've never felt before. I smile sometimes so hard I feel like my face is going to explode. I definitely wear more sweatpants. Not that that's anything really new, but I do own more now. But she's just, I feel like I don't know, it's like experiencing, I get to experience my life again in a way, but now through the eyes of my daughter. So everything's new. I think we're going to give her first haircut today.
Whoa, that's actually a very big deal, right?
Big deal, right?
Wow.
No, it is.
So yeah, we're going to.
Are you doing it or are you going?
No, I'm going to do it before the premiere party. So yeah, we're going to have like a little trim.
Look, I really love these two. It's obvious they have a natural chemistry.
There was an overreaction with the haircut.
No, it's a big deal when you get your little kid's haircut for the first time. It is.
They're really pumped about the show as well. So Peter gave us a little shout out on Twitter. Look at that, ahead of tonight's premiere. It was amazing talking to them, and we can't wait to watch.
Yeah, they'll be giving us the scoop on season 5 in just a few short minutes, so stick around. But first, watch this. Younger star. Turn down for what? Yeah. Turn down for what? Maybe one of the best moments in Bachelor or Bachelorette history ever. Unbelievable. Sledgehammers, Lil Jon. What more could you want on a first date? It's week 1 on The Bachelorette, and the men are already pulling out all the stops to capture Becca's heart.
Yeah, here to break things down are Bachelor Nation standouts, Kayla Quinn and Corinne Olympios. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything, Corinne, yesterday was National Cheese Day. We just want to know if you had some cheese pasta, something to celebrate. We know you kind of...
I didn't know it was cheese.
You didn't know? Oh my gosh.
No one can celebrate today.
We can make up for it today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so upset.
Yeah. By the way, we're really excited to have you here. First time.
I know. Thank you.
Thanks
I'm
for
so
joining
excited.
Very exciting for us.
More adorable in person, guys.
This week's episode revealed a lot. Let's kick things off with Becca and Blake smashing one-on-one. How did you like their first date together? Were you feeling the chemistry, and did you like all the smashing that went down? Well, smashing of,
yeah,
you know
smashing of teams.
Corinne.
I really liked the idea of the date. I thought it was really cool and just like funny and like light. I loved that Little John was like randomly like, yeah, like doing his like Little John thing throughout the whole date.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like really cool and fun.
They're owning the tone of it, and like the whole storyline in a really good way, aren't they?
Becca was so into it. You could tell she'd been like holding that in. She's like, finally.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that she gets to sort of celebrate the whole, like, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, really fully own and turn the thing on Ari.
The only thing I will say, though, is like, I hope we don't hear any more about Ari the rest of the season.
Yeah.
It keeps coming up. It's like, okay, we get it. So maybe we got it out of the way with all of that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they got a lot more in store. But look, we can't forget a lot of drama, of course, this week. We're going to get to Colton's big revelation soon. First, let's break down the group date picture fiasco. Watch this.
Keep that for yourself, man. Put that somewhere else, man. We're not trying to see that. I know I'm not. I don't know why you keep doing that. And it just kind of annoyed all of us, and I had to do something. Let's get this out of here. Because no one wants to see this, man. Send it.
Wow. All right, so Kayla, did Connor overreact in this situation? Was Lincoln sort of asking for it? What do you think?
He totally overreacted. How old are we here? Like, am I going to take away your toy if you misbehave? Like, no.
Yeah.
But I will say he really redeemed himself later when he threw his own picture to the pool. I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah.
And a guy should admit when he's wrong.
Yeah. And Becca was not messing around when she talked to him afterwards. I thought that, like, she was really harsh with him. How did you think she handled the situation?
I think she handled it well. I think it was like really dumb that he did that.
Yeah.
So I think she handled it really well.
Yeah. Kayla, did you think Becca, what did you think of her?
Yeah, I think she did a good job talking to him through it, like talking to him about it. And, you know, I'm glad they, as a couple, moved on.
Yeah.
But the whole guy group needed to just like get past that.
And that's not something you forget, too.
No.
I mean, like, he's always gonna be the guy that threw it into the water.
Lincoln even cried over this. I don't know. You think
I think that was so dramatic.
Was that a genuine okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Genuine reaction or playing it up?
Like, relax. Hey, like, come on. Like, you don't need to cry about it. Like, we can get you another printout. Okay, exactly. We'll even get you a nicer frame.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah, there are options.
Do you guys like Lincoln? What are your thoughts on him? I was kind of upset when he cheated in the challenge.
Yeah.
I like him. I think it's like he's one of my top, other than the crying.
I think he's a big personality, but he's
Not so
a little
much.
dramatic.
The crying was really it for me.
Yeah, that was it. All right.
Deal breaker.
And when he talked to the frame,
Yeah, too much.
There's a lot.
Too
No,
much.
yeah. It was very
like, come on, like, ew.
Yeah, but I'm glad we have a character like this that we can talk about, right?
Yeah,
It's adding a lot.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of characters on this season.
There
I'll
are.
say that.
Yeah, all right.
All right, now on to one of the biggest moments from last night. Take a look at this.
Prior to coming onto this in January, I had a relationship with Tia. And I wanted to make sure to explain sort of that we had a weekend together and we had a good time. But for me, the timing wasn't right to grow what was a spark into a flame, you know? And if my feelings were strong enough, I wouldn't have came on this. And I think that what I know of you, we could build something awesome. We could have the time. Whereas it wasn't there moving forward with her.
Oh my gosh, you're just looking at her face. Corinne, what is that feeling? What do you think she's feeling at that moment?
I just feel so awful for her. That's probably like, she's probably thinking like, wow, like such a good looking guy, such a great catch. And then it's just like this thing that's like, just ruins it all. And like, you don't want it to ruin it, but like, no matter how hard you try to like not think about it, it's always gonna be a thing that ruined it.
But in some ways though, because you're in the context of the show and there's a lot of dating going on, does that kind of take away the sting a little? I don't know. Not at all?
No, I mean, that's like her friend.
Yeah.
From like you bond with the girls on your season, like you went through something together. It's like weird.
Yeah. And you know what, the Bachelor community or family, whatever you want to call it, is really incestuous, but you hope that it starts after your season. Like the fact that it started before is kind of a red flag. So you can totally understand. Yeah.
And how much of girl code plays into this? Like if you put yourself in her shoes, like would you date him if you dated your friend?
I mean, it's obviously a really weird situation. I just feel like some things are okay and some things just are like, why?
I think you have to pause and like, I've been kind of through that where I dated somebody where they dated one of my friends and it didn't end well, so I would say probably let him go.
Yeah.
I know. Too bad he's so cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly think he's one of the front runners. Like for me, he was one of the favorites. Like, it just seems like a really cool dude. But anyway, so we'll see how that plays out. But okay, we see that Tia shows up in the next episode. Producers were definitely waiting for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, how do you think this is going to play out? Bad sign for Becca and Colton's relationship moving forward that she shows up. What do you think?
I think this is great. This is happening. We got to get it out in the open. You want to see Tia's interpretation of their relationship, and Becca needs to move on if she wants to build something with him.
Right.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, they can kind of, instead of, hashing it out over many episodes, it can kind of be dealt with, and then maybe this is a good sign for Colton. I don't know, because they can grow from it.
It could go either way.
Yeah, it really could.
Yeah, because maybe they just went on a couple dates and realized they weren't right for each other, and then it wasn't a big deal. Yeah. I know, we'll see. I'm excited to see it. Before we let you guys go.
We clearly don't have much hope for this.
Yeah, it looks like male model Jordan is turning into the season's villain. Now, Corinne, you've been there, kind of got a villain edit. What's your advice for Jordan?
Well, first of all, I think Jordan is trying way too hard. I think that he's like really trying to milk his male model thing to a point where it's like, okay, we get that you think that, but now you're just really trying to be annoying about it. And I feel like he's almost trying to be like a guy version of me.
I honestly, right? Isn't there a little bit?
Like you can't do Corinne. Like you can only just you can't no.
And you had a killer catchplace. I wonder if he'll have something similar.
Oh God, I will throw up on him.
Can we get that on camera?
He's like, yeah, I think so. Platinum hair swoop. I don't know. Maybe that.
No,
not at all. Okay.
I will punch him.
Punch him in the face. By the way, he is someone that is now continuing to prove to me that occasionally, if there's ever been someone that seems like they're cast just to be a character, it's this dude.
Oh yeah.
At least the way his edit for the first episode.
Speedo during a rose ceremony.
Ridiculous. It's so over the top. How can he be real?
Pink fur blanket to cover. I can't. And then he wore his ugly loafers with it.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Corinne is not impressed.
All to see here. All right, good stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, The Bachelorette airs every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Spilling the tea.
Categorically no. What?
Spilling the tea. What's it mean?
That sounds dirty, and I don't want to. I don't know why it sounds dirty.
Because of yes.
It's just kind of. It's just the kind of.
Wait, why does that sound?
It's like the gossip.
Dirty. Well,
everything on Younger sounds dirty. It's just like
how does spilling the tea sound dirty?
Everything's like a euphemism.
I'm not even
yeah,
gonna
exactly.
say anything.
All right, so Sutton Foster and Peter Herman may not be totally caught up on millennial jargon, but at least they can learn by watching their show. Now, Younger Season 5 is back for more hookups, drama, and secrets as Liza continues to navigate the world as a 20-something-year-old publishing assistant. Now, Sutton opened up about tackling a few storylines this season, including one that involves kissing her ex-husband, Christian Borle. Watch this.
We said that to each other. We're like, well,
here we go.
Never thought this was going to happen again.
Yeah, right.
How you doing?
So
yeah.
what is that like, and what's it like working with an ex?
We have a really positive, wonderful relationship. You know, we were together for a reason, and we separated for a reason. But he was a huge part of my 20s and 30s, and like a huge part of my life. And to completely cut him out of my life would seem not right. Like it's a relationship that I fight for, and I think we both do. And Darren Star asked me if I would be okay if he was on the show. And my first question was, do I have to kiss him? and he said,
what did he say?
He said, maybe. And I was like, okay. Not that that's like the worst thing in the world.
No, but like, yeah, it's
but
something.
Christian was
right.
game and we were game, and it was, I think it was a positive thing.
You were incredible together
I think
when I watched it.
He's such a talented, I mean, he's incredible. He's one of the most talented people I know. So I was really proud of us, you know?
Could I possibly go through your phone and
Oh,
just
no.
I'm Michelle Collins, TV host, comedian, and professional snooper. Either you worked out or you took a bottle of Windex and went to town. And I know that the best way to discover someone's true self
I didn't write this.
Yo, don't be ashamed of your poetry, dog.
is to dig deep into their phone. You've been Googling sexual positions to have a baby boy. Are you in any dating apps?
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding?
Hide your cell phones, everybody. Comedian Michelle Collins is coming for your DMs, dating apps, and so much more. And PeopleTV's new show, Search History. Michelle, thank you for being here.
A thrill for me. Thank you for having me. I'm such a fan of both yours. It's really exciting.
We have locked our phones up in a safe backstage.
We're hiding them. Let's talk about the show. I love the concept of it. You're literally going up to strangers, you're reading their DMs, you're looking through their photos, anything. We're actually surprised how many people actually agree to do this.
It just goes to show you America is truly going down the drain, because everybody was like, yeah, go through my phone. Like, people didn't have anything to hide. A couple people did, you know, say no, which was obviously very funny when that happened too. But for the most part, I think, here's the thing with me. I'm not out to attack anyone. I'm nice, I'm loving. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not a bully like that. So it was really a fun experience. It wasn't out to like find the dirt.
Yeah.
But that also happened.
But that also happens. Yeah. What was the most shocking thing you discovered on someone's phone?
Well, I mean, I saw the nude of a woman who I will just say made me feel great about myself. And I have some problems. It's a camera. And then I also thank you. No, I saw, like, listen, there was a librarian. I keep telling this story, and she was such a lovely woman. A librarian who, in a school, gave me her phone. I opened it up, hardcore. P-O-R-N.
No way.
Watching the show, yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, I watch porn on my phone. Not at school, you know, but
just sometimes.
Yeah.
When you get someone's phone, and what aspect of the phone is the most interesting to you? Do you go straight to the DMs, the pictures, the Amazon purchases?
I think text messages is where I would go.
Group texts are really fun. Yeah. I loved it. Goodbye pillow. That's just my body doing that. I loved, it's such a big pillow. You put it right behind me here. I have a long leg.
I don't know why we did that.
This is only online, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I love it so much. So is my show.
Keep it, everybody. See you later.
Well, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. We were talking about...
I don't know either. Text messages.
Yeah. So DMs were really fun. I would open people's Tinder app up and Bumble and swipe for them, which, by the way, is really... I hate when people do it on my phone, because that's like... You could connect me with truly, like, the next oxygen snapped. You know,
or it could be true love. We don't know. It can go either way. I'm going to be positive.
What would you go for first?
Text
I always
messages.
think photos.
Text.
Photos.
Yeah, photos. Okay, yeah, photos and text.
Ugly selfies was a big thing. A lot of chins.
Okay, a lot of chins. Okay, so look, even though you're obviously snooping through people's dating apps, do you think you helped in that whole thing? As we mentioned, do you think you maybe helped a love connection somewhere along the way?
Well,
have you followed up?
That. Oh. No, they don't let me get anyone's contact info. One guy actually who was hot, like, followed me, and I was like, am I gonna get in trouble? And he was private if I, like, follow him back. And I did. I was, like, drunk for 6 hours, and then I woke up sober, and I was like, God, no, this is not a good story. I did not find love on the show. I didn't, but...
That's a great story.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was, like, young. I mean, he was, like, legal, of course. He was, like, 23, and I was like, okay. We did send a guy out on a date. So
okay.
we were at a bar.
That's great.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
Not for me, otherwise I'd have been like, come out with us. But we talked, it's LA, everyone's attractive.
I don't know if there was ever an answer to the question, but I loved everything you just
There
said.
definitely was, but thank you. No, I'm focused.
So these are all just normal people on the street that you're going up to. If you could go through any celebrity's phone, who would it be?
I would open with the Tom Cruise because it's gotta be
so interesting.
Really interesting. I definitely ended up on a list just now and I didn't mean to. Who else? I don't know. Whose phone would you want to go through? Like,
yeah, no, I think that's a good one.
Like maybe, I don't know, Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Find out who killed Natalie Wood. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I don't know, but yes. It's for sure on his iPhone.
Only fair, before we let you go, what was the last thing you Googled? What would we find?
Oh my gosh. I Googled the hotel I stayed in San Francisco because they charged me for a room service meal I did not order. And I actually had to have a Roseanne moment, like, was I on Ambien and did I order like scrambled eggs and toast? I'm not joking, that was this morning. And then they were like, oh no, it was the next person. This is fascinating. But that is the last thing I Googled.
Oh my gosh, well, it's good to know. That was, it was fun and not scandalous.
I was starving myself for people for this show.
For this show.
I wanted to look
well,
my best.
It all worked. You look fantastic.
You're so funny that alone makes me want to watch this show. So I think everybody should check it out.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Guys, of course, check out Search History streaming on People TV today. So we're going from that, and Michelle Collins, we've actually got some very tough breaking news today, very serious actually, this afternoon. Iconic fashion designer Kate Spade was found dead inside her New York City apartment on Tuesday morning. This is all according to CBS News and TMZ. It's breaking news right now.
Yeah, CBS is reporting that she was found hanging by her housekeeper. She was reported hanging. Her housekeeper saw this in an alleged suicide. As sources tell the news outlet, they say that she left a note.
Yeah, Kate Spade was a famed fashion designer, popular for her handbags, which launched in 1993. She eventually turned into a full-scale clothing and jewelry designer. Guys, stay on People.com as this story continues to develop. We'll get more details as they become available. And all right, guys, coming up tomorrow, so much more coming up this week. Kyle Richards and the cast of American Woman join us live to break down what to expect in the newest Paramount series that they're involved in. Plus, we are diving into all the details from Brody Jenner's dream wedding. You will not want to miss it. Look, many people didn't see that coming, ever,
I know.
If you were a fan early on of some of his reality work.
Well, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from actress Jenna Fisher. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Jenna Fisher, and this is One Last Thing. The last show I binge watched was Love. My last embarrassing moment on the Splitting Up Together set,
I was just gonna do the laundry, plunge the upstairs toilet, call a guy about the broken sprinkler, go to work, come home, and make dinner.
Cool.
was that I could not remember the difference between matcha and kimchi. And I had to say both those words in one scene, and I kept mixing them up.
What the was that?
My last big splurge, my denim outfit that I'm wearing today.